Okay, what's up, everybody? Welcome. It's great. You guys can hear me? Okay, cool. What's up? I'm getting ready and kind of figuring out what's going on with this whole situation. They're saying a B 52 stealth bomber crashed shortly after takeoff, which is just insane. In California, I believe Kern County, you're going to have to bear with me while I try to collect this information here. Loading everything up right now, and let's see here. Let's see. Okay, we got a citizen to smoke billows. B-52 bomber crashes after takeoff. Dang. Um. This is the crash shot right here. I mean, it's just black billow smoke. Let me start this multi stream here. We're gonna try to collect as much information as I can. Crazy. Okay. Wow. I wonder. I don't know about injuries or deaths. I think Fox is out there too. Fox 11. Let's see. B-52. Okay, let's take this off.
Welcome back into Live Now from Fox. I'm Ryan Schmelz. We have some breaking news to get here. An explosion has been reported at Edwards Air Force Base in California. We have some live looks of the explosion right now, the aftermath of this, which is a significant amount of debris, a significant crash site here with smoke coming out. It looks like somebody's wiping down the shot right now. And earlier we could see fire trucks in the shot, and they just dwarfed the site there, where all the black debris is, as well as the smoke. We do have some information here from Edwards Air Force Base, which put out a statement on its X account saying this: a United States Air Force B-52 Stratofortress crashed shortly after takeoff on the Edwards airfield at 11:20 a.m. Emergency crews immediately responded to the scene, and the situation is ongoing. More information will be provided as it becomes available. And you see the massive presence that is there right now on the scene, which makes a lot of sense. Not a shocker, but you just see how small some of these, that's a fire truck there in the far left corner that you see right there. And then you also have some pickup trucks and some other crews that are on scene as well. But we do have some information here on the B-52 Stratofortress. So according to the Air Force website, the B-52H Stratofortress is a long-range heavy bomber that can perform a variety of missions. The bomber is capable of flying at high subsonic speeds of altitudes up to 50,000 feet. It can carry nuclear or precision-guided conventional ordnance with worldwide precision navigation capability. Features: in a conventional conflict, the B-52 can perform strategic attack, close air support, air and interdiction, offensive counter-air, and maritime operation. During Desert Storm, the B-52 delivered 40% of all the weapons dropped by coalition forces. It is highly effective when used for ocean surveillance and can assist the U.S. Navy in anti-ship and mine-laying operations. In 2 hours, two B-52s can monitor 140,000 square miles of ocean surface. All B-52s can be equipped with two electro-optical viewing sensors, a forward-looking infrared and advantage targeting pods to augment targeting, battle assessments, and flight safety, further improving its combat ability. Now, this is probably important here too. Pilots wear night vision goggles, or NVGs, to enhance their vision during night operations. Night vision goggles provide greater safety during night operations by increasing a pilot's ability to visually clear terrain, increasing a peacetime and combat situational awareness of the aircrew, and improving their ability to visually acquire other aircraft. So, by that sound, this seems like it would be a aircraft that would likely be manned by an individual. So it doesn't appear that this is some type of drone, which adds to the concern that a potential service member or military pilot could have been on board or harmed in this operation. We don't really know any details or anything like that if that was the case. So we'll continue to follow this and see where this goes and what information becomes available. But all that we have right now is some of the skeleton reporting, which is breaking: a U.S. Air Force B-52 Stratofortress crash shortly after takeoff at Edwards Air Force Base, officials say. And most of the information we have right now is coming from that X post that you saw there from Edwards Air Force Base itself. But look how big this scene is.
Another crash. Crazy.
A number of fire trucks still out there, first responders still making their way out there. 3 ambulances sitting there on the tarmac, and as far as the firefight goes, most of those heavy flames have been put out, and that one spot that we see right there in the middle, that's going to be some sort of foam that they're putting on, maybe an area that still has some fuel in that that may still be burning. This is a large area out here, and that was a large plane, and there's almost no remnants of debris from that actual aircraft.
Yeah, it's like gone.
When they
were see the parts of the plane.
Off, I could have Googled it, I hadn't, but a plane that size, full of fuel, there was a lot that could burn when this plane crashed. Again, they're going to start their investigation at some point, and of course the information will trickle down to the public. Right now, though, probably the biggest question on everybody's mind is, did the pilot and crew get out okay? Yeah. Marla?
Wow.
Oh, wow.
There's like nothing left.
It's
been weird.
Lapse.
Everything's been weird lately, man. All these crashes, plane crashes, small planes, helicopters, 11 skydivers dead, Oliver Tree, West Palm. Was it West Palm? Well, they survived the West Palm, I think. No. Key West survived. A lot of weird stuff is going on in India, too. You guys remember the India? There was a plane crash, too, in India, a military plane. I think 5 dead. If you guys could help me out with the like button, help spread out the story. Pretty crazy. I just scrambled to jump on when I heard about this, because I'd heard about I heard a plane crash, but I didn't know. Once I heard B-52, I was like, what the heck? That's insane. So this happened at the, let's see. This is the U.S. Air Force B-52 Stratofortress at the Edwards Air Force Base in California in the Mojave Desert. No confirmation on how many crew members were on board or their condition. It says that typically on the B-52 there's 5 people. An investigation is expected to begin soon. The Boeing B-52 Stratofortress, often called the Buff, big, ugly, fat fella, is one of the most famous and longest serving military aircraft in the world. The first flight was in 1952, entered service in 1955. Long range strategic bomber designed during the Cold War. Can fly up to 50,000 feet and has intercontinental range. It was heavily used in the Vietnam War and played a major role in Operation Desert Storm 1991. Wow. Even though the design is over 70 years old, the current B-52H model is still in active service with the U.S. Air Force. The Air Force is currently modernizing the B-52 fleet with new engines, new radar systems, new updated avionics. I think I talked about this once. Like, I just wonder, like, just in general, like with planes and even buildings and structures, like, are we just getting to a time where it's just like too old, past its time? You know, I know they do maintenance, they change parts out, they do upgrades. Some of this stuff is just like at a certain time, is it just done? Do we need to retire some of this shit, build new stuff again? You know, like, wow. Okay, we're gonna switch. Put this guy full screen here. It landed heavily. It was after takeoff. It was shortly after takeoff. Blame Iran.
How long would you like us to stay?
How dare you laugh?
Okay. How much fuel do we? How much time do we have on station? With the idea to go back to Van Nuys because it's going to put us after 2. We have another solid 60 on station. 60 minutes on station. Copy all. Wish I had more to talk about.
So this base, Edwards Air Force Base, is located in Kern County, the Mojave Desert of Southern California. It's in the Antelope Valley region, roughly 100 miles north of Los Angeles, closer to like Palmdale and Lancaster. It sits in the high desert east of the Tehachapi Mountains. Crazy, man. Everything's coming down. So many plane crashes, small planes, helicopters.
Copy.
Big planes, military planes, the experts.
Oh. Definitely seeming to grow for sure. We have a one spot right there. Then they don't just watch. I'm going to make them move, and they won't be there anymore. Then they had a smaller response over here as well. Since we've been up, we've been looking around and seeing if there was anything else, any other clues that we might be able to talk about or point out. Possibly something that may have come off the aircraft or some other problem. Looking around the area by that runway, we have not seen anything like that at all. Just the debris field that we've been looking at. That fire almost completely out now, and you can see the fire trucks, one of them actually backing out of the scene right there, and another one they were putting down that foam, and that foam is used whenever there's a chemical burning, and I would venture to say in this case could have been some oils, but probably going to be jet fuel. It is very difficult to make out, but yeah, I can still make out some people in that area walking around in their in those flame retardant suits that you see whenever it is anything that deals with an aircraft type of crash. Probably because that area, even though that fire is out, I would venture to say still a little warm down there from that crash and all that fuel burning off. As far as any kind of injuries, we don't have any of that information as of yet, and of course cause that probably is going to take some time, but right now it's still a very active scene out here in Edwards. Yes, go ahead, Marla. Good. Where's the roll?
Okay. All right. End of times. I don't know what else to say. End of times. You can't get me on a small plane. Can't get me on a helicopter. I don't know about this, though. This is a huge military aircraft. What could have gone wrong?
Yeah, no surprise to anyone, and it is. It's something that they should do, and of course, focusing on this crash is their priority. There's nothing wrong with that at all. As far as the base itself, we don't know what it would look like if it was a busier base, but we don't see much activity out there on any of the ramps. None of we don't see personnel coming out just to grab a gander of what possibly was going on out here. Just the emergency crews, just the people that are supposed to be out there. Those are the only ones that are in this area. There were some other rogue vehicles that, when I say rogue vehicles, I mean like pickup trucks and things like that were on some of these access roads, but they have left, except for that one right there in the center of the screen.
So the only thing left, the BB said, the only thing that feels safe now is a sailing boat. Well, I don't know, because you heard about that guy that's been accused of pushing his wife off the boat. I don't know. They say sometimes overseas, there's nobody there. There's no witnesses. There's no cameras. It's just you in the seas. People can get rid of you, dispose of you.
Probably coming from that one truck, but it definitely looks like it is just water. It isn't foam. So they're just extinguishing all those little hot spots out here before they can actually go in and start that second phase or the next phase of what is going to be a lengthy investigation, of course.